Namaste everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel Roots and Voices India. As you know, we are covering data types. We have already covered numeric data type, character data types or string data types. Now we will see how date data type functions. So we'll see what all date data types are there in SQL. So date and time data type. So date and time data type used for storing date and time information. So under date and time data types, so we have date data type. So the date data type we are using to store date only. So when you will write date data type, by default it will give year, month and date format. And if you will write time data type, it stores a time of date only. So in this data type, it will store data in hour, minute and second. So date, time or timestamp stores both date and time with timestamp, often converting to and storing value as UTC in the database, which is useful for applications spanning multiple time zones. So the format which we are using for this: year, month, date, space, then hour, minute and second. And in some database like MySQL, we are also using year data type to store a year value. Now we will see how when we are creating the table, how we are using this data type. Here you can see I have already I have not created it, but I have written over here. So we are going to create a data type called calendar sales. So we'll create this table calendar sales. So for this table, the data types which I am going to use: integer, varchar, date, time, date and time, and integer. And the columns which I am going to take, that is ID, full name, products, full date, time date, date, time, sales and profit. So if you can see ID, I have taken integer, so it will give the integer values. For full name, I have taken varchar, and the range which I have taken, that is 2000. Similarly for product also, I have taken varchar and the range which I have taken, that is 2000. For full date, I have taken the data type date. For time day, I have taken the data type time. And for date time, I have taken date and time data type. And for sales, I have taken integer. And for profit, I have taken integer. Let's run it and we'll see we have to connect this one. Okay. Now it's connected. Command completed successfully. So if I'll run it again, then it will throw error. So if you remember, we have already created one database. So to do practice, so the database name is practice. So training. So let's go to training database. So we have selected training database. Now I will execute this query. So see, now command completed successfully. Right now we have already created a table. So we'll see how we are ingest the data. So if you see here, if we'll do insert into the calendar sales and how we are taking the data. So for ID, we have taken a integer value. For product, if you see here, sir, for name, we have taken varchar, and whenever we'll take the character value, then we should keep it in a single quote. Similarly, for the product also, I have taken varchar value, that is also being kept in a single quotation. And when we will take the date value as well, that needs to be kept in a single quotation like this. And similarly for time, and similarly is when you will take the date and time, at that time also we have to keep it in single quote like this. So now I have already written all those data which I'm going to insert into this table. So let's run it. We'll see whether it is working or not. As you can see, when I'm running this query, I am getting this error because we have missed the name, full name column value over here. So let's add it. Okay, let's run this query now. 7 rows affected. So now data is being ingested into the data. Let's see what all data are there inside the table. Select from calendar cells. If I'll execute this query, see, now our data is inside the sales table. So going forward, we'll see how we can modify the table, how we can delete the table, how we can uh, drop the table, how we can truncate the table. So those concepts we'll see. But before that, we'll cover what is where clause and why we're using where clause. Because like when we'll use those commands, we need to know about where clause, because like when we'll use those commands, we'll use with where clause as where clause. So we'll cover first where clause, then we'll cover like how to delete the table, how to truncate the table, and how to drop the table. So we have already completed all the data types over here, like which we are going to use on day-to-day basis. Also, we have already covered what is table, how to create table. Also, we have covered like how to insert data into those tables. And next session, we'll see what is where clause. Thanks for watching the video. Take care.